Hello, my name is Kelsey Lang and I am a business analyst with the City of South Bend. The Police Transparency Hub is a continuously growing and changing space where you can explore data, visualizations, and other information about our police department. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the SBPD Compliments, Complaints, and Investigations data page. My goal is to help you navigate this resource and understand all the information you have access to. Let's get started. Each page is set up the exact same way. At the very top, you will see each of the data categories available. If you are looking for something specific, just click on the link and it will take you where you want to go. If you just want to browse, you can just scroll down. We really appreciate community feedback, and it doesn't always have to be negative. We want to hear about the good things our officers are doing too. If you have a compliment or a complaint, just click here. We work really hard to make this process easy for you. If you want to learn more about complaints, keep scrolling. Here, you can really get an idea of the great work our officers are doing. This dashboard shows the number of calls our officers respond to, how many cases there are, total arrests, how many times the use of force has occurred, and how many complaints we get from those uses of force. This has its own column because use of force is important to us and the community. However, these numbers are also included in the next two columns, which show how many other community complaints we get and how many administrative investigations we have. For example, let's look at 2018. Our officers responded to almost 97,000 calls. Of those calls, our officers reported having to use force 72 times. Of those 72 times, we had 4 complaints by the community about that force. Of the almost 97,000 calls in 2018, we had 13 community complaints and we had 19 administrative investigations. Again, this column is not the number of use of force complaints. Anytime an officer must use force, they report it, and that's what this number shows. Here we have combined all the numbers and put them into percentages. The goal is to provide you with perspective on these totals. For example, if the total interactions with police, so those 375,000 calls, 0.01% resulted in a community complaint. If you look below that, you can see that out of the total number of community complaints, which was 54, 10 were sustained. That's 20%. We know transparency when it comes to complaints is really important to you. That's why we break it down even further. Click here to dive even deeper into community complaints. You can see when the complaint was made, what it was about, and whether or not it was sustained. You can do the same with administrative complaints and use of force. For definitions of terms like sustained or administrative complaints, you can view the Complaints Investigation Guide that details this process and its terms. If you want to see the compliments our officers are getting, you can scroll through past the map to the data table. And finally, this map shows where South Bend police officers reported use of force incidents in 2020. This is updated monthly. This is the case with all of our maps, but if multiple incidents occur near the same block, they will only appear as one dot. But you can click on that dot and scroll through each of the incidents on it. And that is a brief explanation on how you navigate the SBPD Compliments, Complaints, and Investigations data page. Next time, we will walk you through the Group Violence Intervention section.